This is episode 28 of the Teaching with Tech podcast, and we are your hosts, Amy McInerney
and Donna Netzer.
Today, the ambassadors will be sharing with listeners a bit about the organization known as ACTEM and what they are offering as presentations at the ACTEM Fall Conference coming up in a few short weeks. Before we hear from the MLTI ambassadors and learning specialists about the presentations they're planning for the conference next week, let's take a moment and zoom out so we can understand what ACTEM is and what they hope to accomplish with this awesome conference. We were lucky enough to catch up with Ashley Carroll, who had a hand in planning the event.
Joining us is also our fellow ambassador, Ashley Carroll, who is on the planning committee for the Fall ACTEM Conference. Welcome, Ashley. So can you share a little bit about this year's conference and what the participants can expect?
Absolutely. So this year's theme is Learning Remix, Empowerment, Equity, and Engagement. And it's held at the Augusta Civic Center like it usually is. We're excited about this theme because since COVID, all educators have really been working on these 3 E words, empowerment, equity, and engagement. So we worked hard to make sure that the conference was focused about looking at what we're doing in our classrooms and how technology can help support that. We're also excited to offer 2 new extended lunch and learn opportunities this year. So these are brand new to us. They're extended sessions that run from lunch to the end of the day. You do have to sign up when you register, just an FYI. So if someone already registered and is interested, they can reach out to ACTEM to see if there are spots. But Thursday is with Carl Hooker, and he is phenomenal. Carl is always so engaging and he's so knowledgeable, and he's just a good speaker to listen to because he really makes you feel like you can do this as soon as you learn it. And then Friday is with our keynote, Scott McLeod, who is working on redesigning lessons for deeper learning and student engagement. Additionally, this year we have a student session, which is partnered with Tyler Technologies, and it really highlights what students across the state have been doing, and they're going to be the ones presenting, which is not something that's very typical before, so we're excited to show off the hard work they've put in. Additionally, we have a board game night and an after-hours event for community building and for building connections with each other, so those are going to run Thursday as soon as the conference is done.
Those sound amazing, those opportunities, and I hope that people listening are taking advantage. I've heard Carl Hooker speak once, and he is so engaging, and it was so innovative and exciting to learn from him, and so I'm so glad he can come back as well.
Ashley, what is ACTEM's mission as far as providing these types of opportunities to Maine educators?
So ACTEM has always been built to look at what we're doing and see how technology can lift learning for students. And so we're really focused on making sure that educators have opportunities for community building and collaboration. We have a couple different ways for that to happen because, of course, Maine is such a huge state that not everyone can be in one area at a time. So we've got a fall and a spring conference, which are both held in southern Maine, unfortunately. And so, Donna, you kind of miss out up in Washington County sometimes. But we also have 2 mailing lists, one for tech integrators and teachers to share ideas, collaborate, and one that's really for like tech problems when you're just completely stumped at why things aren't working. Also, we started a new thing this year with a membership for first-year teachers. So first-year teachers will be able to join ACTEM for free for their first year. And then after that, if they keep with the individual membership, it's only $20 a year. And so with that membership, you get access to a digital library of ebooks and audiobooks and up to $400 per year for reimbursement for individual professional development. So it's really trying to lift educators and then also trying to connect them with each other once they've done the learning.
So Ashley, you and I, or you'll have to connect me with someone, maybe you'll have to talk about this Northern Maine or Eastern Maine conference development idea. So you talked a little bit about the speakers that we were going to have during those lunch sessions, but can you give us just the listeners a little teaser about the keynote speakers themselves that we'll see throughout the conference?
Absolutely. We have two fantastic ones this year. So Thursday is Shannon McClintock Miller. So she is a pre-K through 12 teacher librarian out in Iowa. So she's still in the classroom. She's still connected with students and sharing her learning. But she's also an author of 12 children's books, which is prolific. And they're all about library skills and maker spaces and growth mindset. She's just fantastic to listen to because you can really tell that she's passionate about education and about how kids are interacting with their education. And then on Friday, like I said, we have Scott McLeod, who is the busiest man I think I've ever heard of. So he's got video series, he's got podcasts, he's got a blog. He helped found the Center for Advanced Study of Technology, Leadership and Education, otherwise known as CASTLE. He just is really big about redesigning learning and how leadership needs to come from within schools and how we can lift leadership to lift education. Again, like Carl Hooker, he's a really good person to listen to because he makes you feel empowered and ready to go out and do that hard work.
They sound so exciting. I'm an elementary school librarian, and I've used some of Shannon's books in my library, and I'm so excited to seeing her in person and learning from her. Now we are going to hear from other Learning Through Technology team members on what they are offering at this year's ACTEM Fall Conference.
Hi, I'm Nicole K-Rod, and I have 2 sessions at ACTEM. The first one is Future Minds, Cultivating a Culture of AI Investigations. This session is for elementary teachers, and it helps to emphasize enhancing teaching and productivity and really thinking about AI in the elementary level classrooms. So thinking about how it can support differentiation, foster creativity, streamline tasks for you, how do you use it with students, gain practice and strategies to integrate AI, boost your productivity, and inspire students with future-ready skills. My second session is with Kate Meyer, and it's called AI Enhanced Learning, Developing Dynamic Classrooms. And this is really about working with students using AI. So in this session, we'll explore practical strategies and engaging activities for educators to teach their students about AI. From understanding the basics to delving into ethical considerations, we will inspire you with the knowledge and tools to empower your students to become responsible AI users and creators. Let's go on this journey together.
Hello, I'm John Graham, the Digital Learning Specialist on the Learning Through Technology team, and I am going to be presenting at ACTEM for the 9th time. This year, elementary schools have become part of MLTI like never before. The program has been tracking toward more focused support and inclusion of elementary educators, but we can do more. In this session, we will explore some of the recent elementary successes of our team, and we'll also look at what the program is planning. But we also want to hear from you. If you're an elementary educator, please come and share and advocate how MLTI can best serve you and your students. Join myself and Amy McInerney as we present It's Elementary, My Dear MLTI in grades 1 through 5.
Hi, Jonathan. How are you?
Hey, G.
This is great. I'm so glad we have this chance to share a bit about our ACTEM session. Jonathan.
Oh, what?
We have discussed this. Please put your phone down.
I know. I'm terrible. Sorry. It's just so easy to get sucked in.
How can we be this far into the digital era and still put our heads in the sand about needing to change our behaviors? We've learned so much, yet the issues of inattention and making poor digital choices just haven't gone away.
Our conversations about tech can't just be about scare tactics or admonishing kids to follow the rules, an approach that far too many people mistake for teaching digital citizenship. We need to up our game and move toward teaching digital wisdom and digital leadership, not simply hoping students will make good choices, but giving them skills and a framework for lifelong, positive, healthy tech use.
Would you like to hear more? Join us at ACTEM 2024 for License to Drive, Developing Digital Wisdom and Leadership.
We'll talk about why it remains our responsibility to make sure we give our students the tools and frameworks they need to develop digital wisdom and digital leadership skills.
And we may even get a special appearance from one of our new first-year MLTI ambassadors.
We look forward to seeing you for License to Drive, Developing Digital Wisdom and Leadership on Friday, October 11th at 9:10 in the Piscataquis room. Gwyneth?
Oh, sorry. See you there.
Hi, I'm second year Ambassador AJ Rogg, and along with computer science specialist Allison Braley and year one Ambassador Ashley Carroll, we are going to present exciting ways to bring coding into all classrooms. This session, called Integrate Coding to Go Beyond Just the CS Classroom, will send you back to your classroom with exciting new ways for your students to show their learning without the need of slideshows or tests. Our session will cover elementary, middle, and high school examples. We hope to see you at 1 o'clock on Thursday in the York room.
Amy and I are going to be offering a session, Tech Integration versus Tech Use. And this is really going to focus on climbing that scale in the SAMR model, the idea of not just using tech to tech, but actually integrating it in a way that enhances your learning. And so Amy, being a first-year ambassador, jumped on with me, which I'm very glad. She had some wonderful things to add to this presentation.
We're also going to talk about how as you move up the SAMR model, you're also engaging higher level thinking from Bloom's taxonomy. So encouraging teachers and educators to think about how they're engaging students with technology and how there might be room for growth and even more engagement.
And we'll actually engage participants in a substitution activity, an augmentation, a modification, and a redefinition so that you can experience that level of integration through our presentation as well. So overall, I think it's just going to be fun, and it's going to really help being thoughtful about your use of technology in the classroom.
Hi, I'm second-year Ambassador Chris Beckwith.
And I'm first-year Ambassador Janice Medanica, and we're inviting you to join our ACTEM session called Board Class? No, Board Games. Gamification with Tabletopia.
That's right. We're so excited to share this highly motivating free resource that will empower you and your students to bring your A-game ideas to life. We'll show you how to use their tools to create virtual tabletop games to reinforce learning and demonstrate understanding. Your students will have so much fun learning, they might even forget they're in school.
Hi, my name is Jeff Ireland. I am a second-year MLTI ambassador, and at the fall conference for ACTEM this year, I will be presenting a session on AI tools to help increase the accessibility of the curriculum in your classroom for all students. We will learn and practice using a variety of AI tools to make your general curriculum more accessible for your students. Differentiation takes time that teachers often don't have. AI tools can help increase the efficiency with which we generate, level, or translate text and make content more relevant for our students. AI can also help with scaffolding, assessment creation, and creating high-interest content, and so much more. Bring some of your content with you and see how you might make your content more accessible for your students.
So those opportunities sound really amazing. And I think that there's going to just be some wonderful energy in the whole place. And I'm really excited. What did you think, Amy?
Yeah, I'm excited. I wish we could attend all of them.
So when I do look at the other sessions that are on the schedule, I get really excited because I know that the Learning Through Technology team has lots of great offerings themselves. But what other sessions have really caught your eye? I know for me, there's one integrating 3D printing into the K-12 curriculum, and that's a contact I've had via email, but I've never met Stephen in person, so I'm excited to do that. I know there's some stuff on drones and laser printers. So what's catching your eye?
Yeah, I wish I could attend several of them. The ones that jump out at me, though, that I'm so excited to see are the play-based pendulum swings jump on, and that's being presented by Jacqueline Durant Harthorne. She's a kindergarten teacher, and she is going to be talking about how she integrates technology into her kindergarten classroom along with play-based learning. And I just think that whenever you're able to integrate technology in a meaningful and intentional way in elementary school, It's incredible. So I'm really excited to learn from her and see what she is doing in her classroom. And I'm also really excited to see Kate Meyer's session, The Educator's Balancing Act, which is going to focus on AI. And Kate was an MLTI ambassador a few years ago, right?
Yes, she was. And so I've had the privilege of watching her once as well, but I've met her and she's a great asset to this schedule as well. So those are really good ones to pick up on and watch. I'm also excited for some people that I'm going to get to see. We mentioned with Ashley that Washington County is quite a ways away, but George Crawford, he's from Beals Elementary, so way out there. This will be his 31st year attending ACTEM. He's so pumped to go, and he and I plan to kind of catch up. And so if you're, introduce yourself to some of the team members and get to know us. We're going to be hanging around at the booth that we have, and we're going to have a playground going on. So you can try out some things, and we just want to meet some people and see some people. So take the time to introduce yourself and join the excitement.
Yeah, I'm so excited to attend and just feel all of the energy buzzing around. I love talking to other educators and seeing what they're doing in their classrooms and in their schools. So I'm really excited to just be in that environment. So if you have any questions about things you heard in this podcast, or you're just curious how the team can support you and your school, please contact the MLTI and LTT teams at the Maine Department of Education by emailing us at doe-ltt@maine.gov.
Okay, so I have a question for you, Amy.
Okay.
When does a computer function its best?
Ooh, I don't know, Donna. Maybe when you just turn it on?
When it listens to its motherboard.
That was a good one.
I wish my kids would listen to their motherboard more often.
Yes, it would make things a lot easier.
And with that, we bid you adieu.